All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Welcome to Friday at the close. Spencer and Joel with you for the next 29 minutes. And Joel, we hypothesized, the jobs number is probably not really going to matter that much. And it was a big it was a big number in terms of a miss, and we did dip, and then the dip got bought.
You should do it's Friday. We should do that. It's Friday video. We should start that out on Fridays.
Whoa, why looking at my stock right now? I see a firm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'd take a peek at it, Spencer.
Okay.
That's a red bar, Spencer.
I know a red bar when I see one.
Okay, let's get off of firm. Let's go to the index. Tricky low this morning. Didn't quite get to yesterday's low. That 45-20 area, pesky. We spent a lot of the week trading down there and caught a bid at 19 and a quarter. And we're trying to bust into the 45-40 handle. Just kind of a real stair step kind of move up here, just over the last, I'd say, since like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We had that little bump up and trying to get to that pre-market high. We're in a battle for an all-time closing high here. We just have to settle above 35 and a quarter. We're 2.5 handles above that at 37.75. Crude down 77. Big range in crude today. Couldn't hold that 70 level. Now down 77 cents at 69.22. Gold futures, they're up $20.50 at 18.32, trying to get to 18.40. Silver, big day for silver, up 88 cents at 24.80. Bitcoin futures, they're up $11.90 at 50,565. They did sneak into the 51 handle, high at 51,260. Ethereum, what a beast, up $171. Did get over 4,000, but right now we're at 39.75. That's up $171.25. 4% move there for the Ethereum futures.
All right, chat. Tell us what you're watching. I'm trying to look ahead to next week, even though I won't really be around.
Even though you don't care.
No, but I'm interested in catalysts. I'm interested in earnings and walk-ups and all that thing. But I want to know what you are watching. I didn't see really too many intraday movers today, unless there was one that I just missed for some reason. But it's interesting, Joel, because in terms of the S&P futures, we're green, right?
Mm-hmm.
The majority of sectors, though, are red for the day. We're down in 8 of the 11 sectors today. Only communication, tech, and healthcare are green. So it's like a weird case of like majority red, right? There's more red than there is green on like a heat map. But at the same time, you've got the major indexes in the green. And it's not just the S&P. It's the S&P and the NASDAQ. And the Russell is like, so close. And the Dow is so close, right? So
big boys.
Yeah, you're right.
Big boys doing a heavy lifting. Apple, we're moving in on a new all-time closing high. That's up 67 cents. Let's take a look at Apple. Do we take out yet? Ooh, look at that. Just sellers at 155 that you're pecking away at. You need to, in order to post a new all-time closing high for Apple, what do you need? I thought it was like 53.62. Let me take a look. You know how I am for my exact numbers. It was 53. Oh, just yesterday's close, 53.65. And we're at 54.33. So Apple due to set a new all-time closing high. All-time high, 74.98. Some of the other heavy lifted. Microsoft only up 56 cents. That rally's kind of lost momentum. Amazon. No one's talking about Amazon getting back half of that earnings move, giving a little back at 3,500 in the Googster. Man, the more lawsuits, the better. Google up 14.43, and then of course Facebook up 94 cents at 376.20. 20. It's just moving around here. So it's the big boys. I mean, how, if you're going to have the top 5 components, 20% of the index, 23% of the index going up, I mean, you can just bring the others along for the ride.
Basically, that's the story of the day. What else did I see today? You know what's interesting, Joel? Yesterday, was it yesterday? I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. We talked about the credit card names, Visa,
Little bounce.
Yeah, a little bounce today. For all three. Well, no, not American Express, but MasterCard and Visa. A little bit, a smidge. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
and well, they stand out because if you look at a heat map, you see the financials all in the red, more or less, except for those few, which is interesting. I mean, PayPal is tech, so that's sort of its own thing. But yeah, okay. Moderna is trading higher today as well, 3%. I'm kind of surprised. I saw.
Oh, there it is. Finally,
I saw a headline that they were gonna not meet there was a delayed in the date, the timeline for the booster shot or whatever. But we all know they're going to get full approval. I think is it the 15th? Is that the bogey, everyone? I'm pretty sure September 15th is the bogey on this. That's the deadline that's been set, or the date that's been set for getting Moderna full FDA approval, and then from there they'll get the booster shot and all that. So anyway, it's nice to see Moderna sort of bust out a little bit from this quiet range.
Yeah. I've had some pre-market prep plusers that have been all over this. I've been trying to talk them out of it. They've been wanting to go in it. You're just in an important area here. You had a high of you had a high at 1197, 1380. Currently got the 1380. That's your number. At 1255, I think clearing that 1380, that's your gateway to the 50% retracement at 426.12. So it took a while, but a good week for Moderna, just up about every day this week. Yep, 5 consecutive up days. So if you're basing things on your your closing prices there's a nice little trend. Let's see what happens. We get up to 426 426. Can you take it out? Can you hold? That's a good target. That's the technical rebound that I've been looking for. Just took a little bit longer than expected.
Docusign held most of its gains today.
Yeah.
It actually ripped higher off the open and then mostly held. Very encouraging sign. I was wrong on this one. I was wrong on Zoom. I thought I guess I shouldn't have fought with the trend. It's for whatever reason this has been the best performer of all the stay-at-home stocks. Maybe not all, but most of the stay-at-home stocks this year. It hasn't really cooled down all summer.
No,
and we came so very close, Joel, to a new all-time high today.
You did. 1470. You missed it by a nickel. 1475. Dropped 5 handles from there. Is that a big deal? Well, not really. You're going to post a new all-time closing high if you can hold this momentum into the close. That former all-time closing high was, let me see, can you do better? 303.64. That was your high just on Monday. Now you're at 310. So, boom. New all-time closing high. Maybe get a running start into that 1470 on Tuesday. But have you ever used that Docusign? It's
yes, I have. It's very convenient.
Exactly. So, here's a what was labeled a stay-at-home stock is part of, and Dan hates this term, and I don't know if you do. You guys are kind of from the same genre, the new normal.
Yeah, you know what? Funny.
Do you like that term or not?
What the new normal
or the new abnormal? Yeah.
I prefer the new abnormal. Quick story about Docusign. When the very first time Benzinga did a conference out in San Francisco, this is I think 2017. I want to say we did like a fintech summit there. We had like a pre-event the night before. It was at the Docusign headquarters, and went there. Met the CEO. It was great. And like a month later, or 2 months later, the CEO got forced out, and they prepared to go public. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that guy's gone. It's nice to meet. Nice to meet him when I did, but yeah, he got pushed out as they prepared to go public. Yeah, it was like 2017, 2018, somewhere in that window. Crypto Morning Show is watching Adobe in sympathy with DocuSign. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Adobe,
Yeah.
Acrobat, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Dude, tight ranges. Probably still pretty big ranges, though. Consolidating near all-time highs. You know what that means, folks? Busted through. I think they already had earnings, but just tight stair-step in here is going to be a new all-time closing high for Adobe. I mean, Adobe, they really turned themselves around when they actually started charging.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Let's talk about We'll talk about the big winner of the day. It's not DocuSign, according to no.
We're leaking a little bit here. Just a warning here. About to go right on the session. 35.25 is my focus number for the remainder of the show.
The big winner of the day, according to Noah, is MongoDB. This thing is up 26%. We are well into $500 territory now. This thing was at $385 yesterday morning, and now we are at $507.
Mongo the Beast is what we're going to call this.
Yeah.
Folks, if there's anything that you can learn from listening to PreMarket Prep, PreMarket Prep Plus, or PreMarket Prep at the close, keep an eye on your pre-market highs. If you're thinking of shorting, which no one does because you're evil, or you're looking to an exit along, pay attention to my upper left chart, right? Because your pre-market high, this is the changeover between the savvy after hours traders and pre-market traders, and this is the real session, right? This is, and more liquidity comes in, right? You made a new high last bar, and boom, your pre-market high was 466.66. And then boom, where did you open? You opened at 462.19. Folks, I'm telling you, if you watch those pre-market highs, you have absolutely, I don't know, I can't tell you to go long, but you have absolutely, when a stock does something like that, no business being short when it goes to the pre-market high. And this is just an excellent example of that. I didn't think, $100, 100. I'm glad. You know why I'm glad I don't own this? Because I would have sold it on the open, and I'd be looking like, oh my God. I would have been like, I'd be crying up a river. I don't know what to tell you. What's your short interest on this? Do we know? Because someone just might be getting roasted, called in.
I don't think it's very large.
It's not high.
8.5%. That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah, that's not much, but still, man. Woo-hoo. I mean, you're short, 100 shares. Oh boy, someone's getting rolled on that, and that's just a bid. It's just people trying to get out as soon as possible, and that's what you have. Then you have predatory long saying, "Oh, we're just going to jam people," and they jump into bed. And I don't know. I don't know if this will ever fill the gap. I know ever is a long time, but good support at 406.33 if and when you ever take out that low of 458.54 today. What do they do? What do they do? I should know this.
The best thing about Benzinga Pro is you don't have to know because the information is already there if you look it up.
Nice.
MongoDB, I'll read you straight from the Pro. Founded in 2007, MongoDB is a document-oriented database with nearly 25,000 paying customers and well past 1.5 million free users. MongoDB provides licenses as well as subscriptions as a service for their NoSQL database.
Did you put that in old man's language?
Similar to just what you call it, the new normal. That's what you called it. That's what it is.
So the whole time I thought this was the restaurant.
What?
The restaurant. The restaurant, Spencer.
Mongo's?
No, Mongolian barbecue.
Oh, funny. I want to look at Sava here. I was very interested in this Sava chart this morning. I was kind of scratching my head when it spiked up in the pre-market because the response to the allegations that they came out with today didn't seem to me like it seemed kind of like a red flag to me. I was surprised to see it go up on that initially, and then it just reversed hard and never. And it, I mean, it did stop going down eventually a couple hours ago. But yeah, I would like your thoughts on this Sava chart here because I was perplexed to
Wow.
see it go up in the first place. It felt like the kind of headline where the stock would fall to me, but it did not fall off the bat.
Man, the stock. This is just, I mean, if you're trading this, either long side or short side, well, long side's just been just this is just a brutal stock. I can't say anything except that there's so many, and I know one person from the chat's done really well with this one.
Yeah,
How can you control your risk on this thing? I mean, you're looking good on this day, right? When it goes up, oh, it was a red bar, but you got the 120. It's like you're going to take out the triple top, boom. And then the next day you come in and it gaps down and that you didn't even give you a chance. And you know what's interesting too here is that with all this price action here going back, it's filled just about every gap. Now it's got work to do. Look at that. You got a gap here and you got a gap you can drive a truck through here. Um, Boy, I'll just go to the monthlies on this one. I could probably drill down on that's not doing anybody any good. Folks, stay away from stocks like this. I don't know how you can control your risk.
we have an interesting earnings slate next week, Joel. We've got names like Kroger, Academy Sports, Lululemon, GameStop reports earnings, everyone, Wednesday after the close. So let's all tune in for that. We got Dave and Buster's next week. We got Zscaler next week.
Oh, not bad week.
Not a terrible week. Obviously, kind of a light day on Tuesday and Friday. So really, most of the reports are going to be Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, not a totally light week. Hey, here's one. What's going on with?
I just want to say, warning to our David Buster's traders here. Keep an eye on 36 for me, please. You've had the big move up, several lows in that area, a little spike over 38. You're holding 36 like a champ here, but I just don't like the way it looks under 36. So that's your 4-star level there in Dave and Buster's. And what were the other ones? See if anything. I like to when
Zscaler,
Z
ZS,
scaler was that at like $400 or something?
all these things.
Well, they better blow it away. That's what I have to say for Z scaler. What else?
Kroger, all time.
Let's go Kroger.
Kroger's at all time highs.
It was at an all-time high yesterday, backing off.
Right.
Boom, boom, man. I don't know. Not a bad day. I think what you want to do is you are at the former all-time high. You had a couple highs at 47. So you want to see it consolidate here, hold 47 on a closing basis. It did that once yesterday at 47.31. But I think you hold 47 on a closing basis. Then you got a shot all-time high 47.99. That was in yesterday. Probably Warren was probably trying to scale out of some at 38, and the high freaks got ahead of them and chased it down.
Speaking of high bar to clear, ASO.
You okay there, Spence?
No, I'm fine. I had.
Academy Sports. Don't get Nordstrom on this one. I mean, it's filed the Dix. It's filed what's it? BGFV.
Yep. That's it.
That's having a little breather here. So you got to be Academy Sports. Well, I'm sorry, I lost the symbol.
ASO.
ASO. You're rallying off other people's reports. So you're setting that bar so high that you're going to have to be like Dwight Stones. You remember Dwight Stones?
You lost me.
Come on. Someone help me out in the chat. Let's go.
Dwight Stones.
Dwight Stones. Come on, Easy Mike.
Dwight
You
Stones.
act like you're an old guy.
That sounds like a Gilligan's Island character.
No, come on. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna cheat.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Commentator, bronze medalist,
High jumper.
high jumper. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
I like what I said better.
Okay. High bar to clear. Yep. He was he didn't do the Fosbury flop. He did that other, what do they call that other thing?
I love the Fosbury flop. I know about the Fosbury flop though. I do.
Okay.
I know all about that. I'll have you know.
Did Fosbury. Okay. Yep. All right. Easy, Mike. He's a little bit late. I think the grandkids are sitting on his lap.
Did you see NVIDIA today, Joel? I'm curious if you.
Let me channel NVIDIA. Let me channel. Just the way you're saying it, it's probably at 2:30.
You're actually. Yeah. Kinda.
Almost. Oh, big level alert. High alert for our NVIDIA traders. There is someone looking at 2:30. They feel they missed the boat on Monday when you hit 2:30.43, so they came down, tried to sell at 2:30. They spotted that big offer there, high 229.86. Well, that's the bad news. You didn't take out. The good news is that you're busting a 4-day lose. Well, no, it's hot, close low, higher. Close lower than the open, but new all-time closing high in NVIDIA going into the close. Nice volume day two. How's AMD? As easy as 1, 2, 3. How's AMD doing? Not a bad day. Kind of hanging out. This is an interesting chart. AMD big run after earnings, stalled out, came down, made a low, and let's see if we can come up. Well, you did get over 112.5 one time. You didn't close above that. So, folks, AMD traders, make sure this thing close over 112.5, or else maybe come down and test that low right around 102.
All right, drop your tickers in the chat, and we will take a look at them for the next 6.5 minutes or so as we head into the close. Flipping Booch hit 140% on AMD today. I assume some kind of an options trade. So nice job on that. Wow. Okay, here's a few that are coming in the chat.
Let's see.
Square. It's been like 4 whole days since I looked at Square. Maybe less. 3 days with Square.
It's rallying. Not a ton with the Bitcoin. Still having a good day. Kind of tight here. I can't really give you great support, but I can just like the high for the week, jot that down. That was 276.14. You hit higher in the week, kind of in no man's land at 276.14. So you back $6 off it. I'd say, is that half of the move too? Square, we haven't really talked. What did Sean say? Sean Emery, is he still bullish Square? Did he say?
He hasn't changed his mind.
He hasn't changed his mind. Yeah, struggling at halfway here. Spoos go negative here.
Yeah.
We have some labor. Sell Rosh Hashanah, buy Yom Kippur, Spencer. That's what they're thinking right now going into the close. They're like, well, I can't get 44 to 4,535.25. So now we're a little bit red after that lazy afternoon rally.
Let's do a couple more here. Let me look for tickers that we don't normally discuss. So, all right, we haven't talked DraftKings like all week. I don't think I have talked about DraftKings with you all week. DKNG.
I mean, good week overall.
Yeah.
Just kind of stalling out under 62. Football season heating up. Potential triple top here. Also coinciding with the monthly high from August. So you got a key area, and the high from last week, 61.77. Then 2 highs just under that. So you're consolidating here just over 60. You're going to blast through that tomorrow. Or you're going to take out It's not. Yeah, 60. This is interesting. 60 to basically 61.80. Consolidation last 3 days. That's going to determine the next move for DraftKings.
And I talk all the time about trying to predict headlines.
Yes.
And then Mitch mentioned this as well the other week. Is don't you think whether it's this coming Monday or the following Monday, there's gonna be this coming Monday with college football, the following Monday with the NFL. There's gonna be headlines. Oh, $500 million in sports betting and wagers over the weekend, right? In response to college football / NFL. You know the headline's coming. This Monday for college, next Monday for the NFL. You know it's coming. You know there's going to be headlines. Oh, the biggest sports handle on record, blah, 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 whatever, right? So we know the headline's coming. So maybe you want to preempt that a little bit with DKNG or Penn or whatever. But
you know what my dad's golden rule was for betting football games?
no,
Never give more than 7.
that's a good rule.
Yeah. I've tried it out. It's tough, because if you're up, 12 and there's 2 minutes to go and the other team has the ball and they're driving down, they score a touchdown. Like, who really cares? Like, you still win the game, but you don't cover the spread. Who's been just pushing the sports gambling to no end, and I'm not in the car that much, but that's old Rome talk about. Jim Rome?
I didn't realize he was still on the radio.
Oh, jeez, man. He must be getting paid oogles from DraftKings because, every 5 minutes they're talking about it. I know you're not a big fan of his, but boy, is he pushing the sports wagering. Really, pushing it. But anyways, what else? We got 2 minutes to the close here, which is really just dipped on change. We're trying to get back here. A nothing day, even though we did make a new all-time high at 49.50. Had a 30-point break, but unchanged is unchanged on the session. That's 45.35 and a quarter. Let's stick a couple more symbols in before Spencer goes on his 4th 1-week vacation of the year.
Not at all. Easy Mike asked if there's any news on the GM closure. So the GM's closing their plants in North America only for like a week or two, they said. And it starts next week. And it's only going to go, from what I saw, only going to go for like 1 or 2 weeks. Just so they can let the supply chain of the chips catch up.
You're holding last month's low. That's the positive, 47.07. Last month's low. This month's low, 48.42. But you know what's just jumping out at me here? $50. $50. Look at this. You had a high here, just over 50, 50.22. 2 highs just under 50, 50.07. 49.95. There's your clear bogey. You could made the low of the move. You bumped up, tried to clear 50. Big seller at 50. You're backing off. Can't get through there. That's your next move. That's your next move. You break above 50 for you GM bulls. That's what you need. You need this thing to go 50 bid. Ford just kind of hanging out, though. 2 red months in a row. We need a green candle there out of 4.
All right, Joel, S&Ps, pull them up. 10 seconds, less 5 seconds now. Can we close green? It's not going to happen, everyone.
You never say never.
It's not going to happen. We are ending the day. There's your bell in the red.
Not by much. Just by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
Yep.
Looks like 45.34 and a quarter is your close. Not a bad day. Up, down, back, unchanged. Right, a double close at your all-time high or all-time closing high. So Spencer, have a great vacation, man, out there in the Jersey Shore.
You know what's ironic is I'm heading out of town and Mitch is heading into town.
I know.
Everyone, Mitch will be sitting at my desk next week.
Yeah, there he is. Look at him.
He'll be sitting at my desk because I'll be out and he'll be here.
These guys right here.
What happened was I found out Mitch was coming into town and I thought I got to get out of here. So I
got to get out. You can't handle me. Hey, This town ain't big enough for the two of us, Spencer.
I tell you, I am making. It's on my Google Calendar. I am making an official trip down to the office.
Wait,
next Thursday.
not for the show, right?
No, not for the show. No,
That's what I want to talk about. Also, I just want everyone to know, at the close next week. Yeah, I might not have the Masters, but I'm gonna try to do my best to go ahead and keep it going for us because I know that we don't want not to have a show. So I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to get some guests to come on with me.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I'll try to do my best to get you guys some good perspective, some good trading perspective, and I'll keep it going.
Should we have YouTube and StreamYard bump up their servers since you're gonna, for the extra traffic for at the close show?
I'm gonna try to beat you guys on the regular.
And then I think Aaron's gonna sneak me on. I'm a little bit of a power hour.
Power hour at the office. Can we get Joel in there?
Yeah.
No. All right. Just make sure. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. I won't be here. I don't care.
All right, Spencer, have a great vacation.
Thank you, Joel. Hey, drop me a like just to say you're gonna miss me. Express your love. Let me close that. Express your love for me by hitting the like or dislike button. If you don't like me, that's fine too. But let's see if we can get up to 100 today. That being said, please remember all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. That's going to be a wrap for me today. Mitch is going live right now. He'll be followed by Brad Weber at 5 o'clock. Technically options, talking technicals and options. Seriously, guys, if you have not checked out Brad's show, he has a very cerebral way, almost like an Anne-Marie Band-ish way of looking at the markets. I love the way he explains things. So check Brad out 5 o'clock every Friday right here on our channel. That's a wrap for me. 63 likes. I'll take it. Everyone have a good rest of your day. Have a great long weekend. And I'll see you when I get back.